Great Googly Moogly.
Hi, everyone. Happy Monday. Wow, an evening stream. No way. That's crazy. How are we doing? Bovington, why are there fireworks going off? It's April. It's not like any kind of fireworks day or celebration in general, as far as I'm aware. Also, Tyru!
Number 5 by Lou Bega was sampled from the original version made by Damaso Perez Prado in 1949.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Also, is it Bega? Did Brian say that wrong, or is it Bega? I always thought it was Lou Bega. But I could be wrong. We all know I'm wrong about a lot of things. I could be wrong. It might not be Baker. It might not be Baker. But I thought it was Baker. But maybe it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Tyru, I don't know if you're still here, but thank you for the big Academy subby. Thank you for the 18 months. Jesus. Wait, 18 months. Is that a year and a half? I think that's a year and a half, if my girl master's right, which it probably isn't. But thank you very much, Tyru! Thank you. Great googly moogly indeed. Why is it always googly moogly? Why not great moogly googly? Why not moogly googly? Why is it always googly moogly? That's what I want to know. Why not moogly googly? Because alliteration, well, that's stupid. Alliteration is stupid because I said so. I don't get to pick the stem. Wait, so true. Wait, I don't have any comeback for that. There's no comeback for that. That is very true. One does not pick one stem. One indeed does not pick one stem. I have no comeback. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say now. Stream over? Thoughts? What if stream ended already? Thoughts? Tori gets to pick our stims. Hey, I choose my own stims. And my current stim is... Can someone let me in, please? I don't think I told this story yet. I remember telling you in DMs, but I don't think I've streamed since it happened. Like a little while ago, like a few days ago now, Mia was in my room and he was talking to me about something. I can't remember what he was talking about, but I was being a good girl and I was listening to it. He was probably talking about, let's be real, it's Mia. He was talking about WoW or streamer shit, one or the other. I don't remember which, but it was either WoW or streaming shit because he doesn't really talk to me about anything else. But he was talking to me about something and I was sat here listening and stuff. And then like it slipped out of my mouth. Like I didn't even consciously say it or anything. I was just like mid-sentence. I went, can someone let me in, please? And Mia was like, what? And I was like, what? And he's like, what did you just say? And then I realized what I did. And I was like, nothing. Carry on. Don't worry about it. And I was... I was trying not to giggle, and then Mia's like, what did you say? I'm like, nothing, just carry on. And he's like, no, what did you say? And then so I had to explain to him what I said, and he's like, what? I'm like, it's just a TikTok I've been stimming. Just carry on talking, don't worry about it. Just like don't worry about it, babe. And carry on. It's fine. But like I genuinely didn't like consciously say it or anything. And like I do that sometimes with like, you know, like little noises and meows and stuff like that. I fucking like dead ass like unconsciously stimmed an entire fucking sentence. Oh dear. I just sat down with Dindins. Oh, what's for Dindins, hero? What's for Din? That's quite late for Dindins, is it not? Is it not quite late for Dindins? What are you eating? What's for eats? What's for eats? Is it something you brought at the shop today? Chat Meggy hates us. I sure do. I sure fucking do. Resident hater here. But you know, I had a nice little nap at my desk. I've had my Dindins. I watched Toru pretty much all day. Like, I woke up, I laid in bed for a bit, then Toru DM'd me and told me he was streaming. I was like, okay, fine, I'll get out of bed then. Came downstairs, watched Toru stream until Toru finished streaming, and then I'm like, well, I guess I'll go make Dindins. So I made Dindins, and I ate Dindins, and then I felt all sleepy and comfy post Dindins. So I just laid back in my chair a little bit to like, you know, let my food go down, you know, stretch out my tummy, let my food go down a bit. And then I had a little nappy nap, had a little nappy nap in my chair, and then I woke up and I was like, I'm full of beans. I'm going to draw now. I'm full of beans. I go to draw now. And here we are. I made chicken chow mein with some spring onion and garlic salt. Came out pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you're such a good little boy wife. You're such a good little boy wife. Hi, Krim, how you doing? Sounds like fun for some. Toby streamed almost immediately as I started work. Felt targeted. It's okay, now EU Gang can feel targeted by my stream. Now EU Gang can feel targeted by my stream. So anyone else got NASA on their recommended? No? I don't think so. I don't really look at my recommended. I just watch the same like 3 people stream all the time. I watch like the same, well, probably more than 3 people. Who do I regularly watch? I regularly watch Hero, Toru, Giri, Ellie, Toki, and Chu. 6 people. Mia kind of doesn't count. I do normally lurk Mia streams, but I don't really count that. I'm not willingly watching Mia. I just lurk for support and shit. So I don't really count Mia. So like 6 people I watch regularly. And I don't really hugely deviate outside that. But I do some people, but that's like in the mornings. That's like in the mornings, which like morning my time zone, I don't think NASA would be doing shit. I don't know. NASA's in America, isn't it? I want to eat, but I want Jimmage first, but Mum had to drive an hour to pick up our meds, so I have no ride. Therefore, I do not eat. Wake up at 6 a.m. again, too. Ew, stinky. Stinky. Also, we are doodling together as well. I also had time to draw a mood. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that for us, Hero. I love that for us. Ew, Mia. I know, right? I know, right? So stinky. So stinky. And all he does now is play WoW. Ew. Ew. All he does now is play WoW. Disgusting. Disgusting. Me and sister make noises often. Yeah, I will often make like little, like silly random little noises and stuff, or like I'll do like little like pop cat noises while I'm listening, or like I will often do like silent stims and stuff. Like if someone's talking, like I'll wiggle my toes like in my slippers, or like I'll like roll my tongue around my mouth and stuff like that. I do stuff like that quite a lot when I'm like listening to someone. But yeah, just like just the fucking entire "can someone let me in please" it like slipped out the other day, and I'm like, oh. Imagine playing WoW instead of Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare, SMH. Imagine playing WoW instead of anything. I think most games are a better game selection than WoW. Maybe not League of Legends. I guess, like, for me, at least, like, something like League of Legends is probably, like, on equal par of, like, oh, God, I don't want to watch that. But, yeah. I feel attacked right now. I'm sorry, Krim. I'm sorry. Like, you can blame Mia, okay? If Mia didn't abandon me so heavily during WoW season, then I wouldn't hate it as much. I wouldn't hate it as much. You can blame Mia for that one. Transcendental cha-cha time. I'd rather be playing Traffic Bump Sim than WoW. More than a lot of things, in fact. What, Traffic Bump Sim IRL? I would rather lie down in the road and be run over than play World of Warcraft. Honestly, same. I get it. I get it. I've had my stint on WoW. I am an ex-WoW player. I used to play WoW like towards like the middle-ish of Wrath of the Lich King. And I played like the first 2 weeks of Cataclysm, and I was like, I don't like this. But I mainly used to play it because like I was doing that girlfriend thing, you know, where like, I wanted to spend time with Mia and stuff while we like didn't live together. But the only thing Mia ever did was World of Warcraft, and like I never like super duper loved WoW, but like I did it to be able to do something with Mia, because even way back then, it was like I either play WoW with him and talk to him on WoW, or I don't see him or talk to him. So at the time, it was like the lesser of evils, I guess. So I have technically had a WoW stint, but I wouldn't say I was ever really a WoW fan. Even though I did play it for a while. I wouldn't say I was ever, like, a super fan of it. Can someone let me in, please? Them hunger. I love those videos so much. So a WoW hostage. I call myself a WoW widow. These days, I call myself a WoW widow. Because he does pretty much abandon me completely when he's, like, deep into WoW. And he is very much deep into WoW at the moment. Because I think, like, didn't a new expansion come out, like... Was it last month? I don't remember. But a new expansion came out fairly recently. And then, like, a new... I don't know all the lingo, but, like, a new season... for Mythic came out or something. I don't know. He talks to me about it and like I hear words, but like I'm not gonna lie, it goes in one ear and out in the other. Like I can't. I can't, man. Like I don't want to sound unsupportive or anything. Like I will sit here and listen to him if he's like talking about it and shit. But like I'm not really like, you know, understanding or retaining the information sort of thing, you know? I'm not really like retaining or understanding the information I'm given sort of thing, you know? And like my brain doesn't really choose to like remember the shit he's telling me about WoW and stuff. If that makes me a bad person, so be it. I don't care. But yeah, I call myself a WoW widow because effectively I might as well be widowed while he's playing WoW. I will wake up in the morning. He typically gets up before me. If he's not in the office, he'll wake up before me. Or if he's like on holiday, he's still been waking up before me. I will wake up. He's already downstairs on his PC, on Discord, in a call with people playing WoW. I think, what's he doing at the moment? He's like spamming keys. I don't know what it means, but like that's what he's doing. He's like hardcore like grinding keys at the moment. Don't ask me what it means. I don't know, and don't tell me what it means because I don't care. So don't ask me what he's doing, but he's doing keys. I think I don't know. But yeah, I wake up. He's on Discord. He's talking to people. He's playing WoW, and he will do that all day. He'll do that right up until going to bed. He'll do that right up until going to bed. something keys, something Mythic Plus. Yeah, Mythic Plus is something I've heard him mention a lot as well, but I don't really know what Mythic Plus means. I don't know what keys means, and I don't know what Mythic Plus means. And as I say, don't waste your time trying to explain it, because I genuinely don't care. Not to sound like a prick or anything, but I genuinely don't care, so please don't worry about trying to educate me. Like, I'm not that interested. No offense. That's not really a nice way to say it, but I just genuinely couldn't really be less interested. It's like, hey, I'm a Digimon TCG widow. I'm supportive. I try to pay attention, but don't ask me anything about... Yeah, like, I'm the same. Like, if Mia comes in and he wants to talk to me about WoW stuff, like, I'm not going to sit here and go like, oh, is this WoW again? I don't want to talk about this, you know? I'll let him talk about it. He can talk about it. That's fine. But, like, just don't expect me to be, like, heavily, like, engaged in the conversation or anything, you know? Because my ass is not going to be remembering. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not. I struggle to remember actual important things. WoW was, like, so far down the fucking priority list. I'll put me on stream to maintain my streak and to support, but I just couldn't care about WoW. It's so boring. Yeah, and, like, the problem is, as WoW, like... I don't, there's not really a nice way to say this, but like, I'm going to say it, but like, there's not really a nice way to say it, but like, I don't mean it in like a cunty way, but it's probably going to sound kind of cunty. But like, I feel like as well, like, even if he streams WoW, like, because a lot of the time, like, because he's like, you know, streaming his raids or like these high level keys or whatever, like, he's often like so focused and locked in, like, he's not even like super interactive with chat or anything. So it's like, I don't know. To me, maybe I'm a bad person. Again, I'll put my hands up and admit it, but like, maybe I'm a bad person. But like, to me, there's just not a lot of like draw or like interesting. I mean, I guess if you like WoW, you know, and if you're the kind of person that, you know, likes to see other people's rotation and like see what people in the group are doing and stuff, then maybe it's fine. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person. I like genuinely, not even just with WoW, like in general. I'm just not the kind of person who like looks at the UI and, you know, analyzes what streamer is doing and stuff in games. Like that's just not me in general. That's not even just a WoW thing. That's just me in general. But yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't like the WoW streams. I'm willing to admit I'm biased. You know, I'm a very biased. What's the term, like? Is it a biased narrator? I was such a cunt. Can't believe you said that. I don't care, man. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Memorize Transformers lore, but can't remember Mum's birthday. I only like properly solidified remembering my mum's birthday a couple years ago. I always knew it was in April, but I always got confused if it was the 9th or the 19th. I always got confused if it was the 9th or the 19th. I might have just lied because now I'm doubting myself. I think it's the 19th. I think it's the 19th, but now that it's come out of my mouth, I'm doubting myself. Is it the 9th? I'm pretty sure it's the 19th. I don't know. I might have lied. I might have lied. I was saying to Geary the other day, it's like he deliberately skips my messages. Really? And you don't even have a mod badge there. You don't even have the mod badge curse. I know he does that with the mods. I know he does that with mods. I didn't realize he did it with non-mods too now. Lying streamer, yeah. What can I say? What can I say? I'm a lying kind of guy. I'm a lying kind of guy. Honorary mod. That's why I spam random shit. Like, Mia often complains about, like, people being mean to him and, like, rage baiting him and stuff. But, like, you gotta admit, you gotta admit, like, it kind of is the only way to get his attention, right? Like, it kind of is the only way to get his attention, right? Like, I swear, like, you have to insult him or say something mean to get his attention. Like, you can say nice shit and he won't notice. But the second you say, oh, Mia fucking hates me, he's like, I don't hate you. Why are you saying that? Okay, what did I miss? God, you're such a baby. Every time. Actually, every fucking time. Oh dear. Every time. Like, I know, like, missing messages happens, you know? Like, I don't expect every single message I send in a Twitch chat to be read out, you know? Like, even if I write something in, like, Hero or Toru streams, like, I don't feel entitled to them to read and respond to every message. Like, sometimes you just miss a message, you know? Chat moves too fast, or you're, like, caught up yapping about something that was said previously, and then your message gets bumped up in chat and it's off screen or whatever. Like shit happens, you know? So, like, I don't think I have unreasonable expectations about chat, but, like, I feel like Mia's particularly bad. You've seen, I will post 5 or 6 times, normal interactions, and he misses every single one. But the instant I say I hate me, he'll take the piss. He's instantly, yeah, literally every time. Like, what was it the other day? He was doing something the other day, and I can't remember what it was now. But you said something which was, like, on topic to what he was. I think it was, like, on the topic of, like, not buying something yet or something. I can't remember. But, like, you mentioned several times, like, oh, I'm not doing X thing yet. I'm waiting for Y thing to happen. And, like, it was topical because, like, it was shit Mia was talking about. And you said it several times and not once did he interact. And then I fucking replied to you and I'm like, I think he hates you, Lilac. And then, like, you replied, like, basically on the lines of, like, yeah, I think he does. That's when he answered. That's when he took notice and answered and scrolled up and read what you actually said. And he was like, oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Fucking every time, man. Like, actually, every time. I don't remember what it was about either, but it was definitely on the subject of, like, you know, I'm not buying or doing X, Y, or Z thing until criteria A, B, C is met kind of thing. It was something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along those lines. I think we should boycott all streamers for, yeah, especially those fuckers that go live, like, in the evening. Like, what's even the point in going live at 9 p.m.? What's even the point in that, honestly? Cult of the Lamb! That was the one! It was Cult of the Lamb! It was on the Cult of the Lamb stream, I think. I think you're right, Barnsey. Wait, was it in the Cult of the Lamb stream? I don't remember. I might be lying. Again, I don't know. 8 a.m. for me, but I got to get ready for work. Oh, really? Whereabouts in the world are you, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say if you're not comfortable to. You don't have to say if you're not comfortable to. But I'm just curious. Ah, New Zealand. Oh. You're the other side of the world. I'm in England. I'm British. You're like literally a whole world away. Mia played Cult of the Lamb. Yeah, he did. Was it on Saturday? I can't remember what it was. It was fairly recent. I think, was it on Saturday, like after he finished his collab with Jenny? But he didn't want to end stream. So he played it. He played it the other day. No clue if he'll get anywhere close to finishing it. He did talk to me about Cult of the Lamb. And he did. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this. It might be a spoiler. I don't know. Chat, don't say anything, okay? Don't tell him I told you, okay? But between you and me, he was saying that, like, he doesn't think he'll play Cult of the Lamb again until he can get the DLC. Because he was like, oh, I felt really bummed out because, like, everyone just kept asking me if I was playing the DLC, and, like, now I feel like I'm, like, missing out, or, like, people weren't as interested as they could have been because it wasn't the DLC. So, like, people went away after they asked and stuff. So I don't know if he will be playing Cult of the Lamb again anytime soon. I don't know if your guys will be getting that anytime soon. But as I say, I told you guys nothing, okay? What happens in the void stays in the void. What happens in the void stays in the void, okay? What we talk about here stays here. I stayed quiet for the name suggestions. It likely would just be Mia C or some shit. I can't remember if I don't think I said anything for name suggestions. I don't remember. Cult of the Lamb gets kind of awkward as fuck if you don't get people join the vote to join the cult as well. It's great at first, but when you sit there for like 2 minutes like, hey, anyone here to join? It's so fucking ass. I think if I was going to stream something like that, like, I'm probably not going to, because, like, I'm not really a roguelike kind of girl. So I probably won't ever play it. But if I did, hypothetically, if I did ever play Cult of the Lamb, I feel like, you know, I would host raffles until, like, all my, like, friends and regulars were in, sort of thing, you know. But then, like, if you, like, can you like, turn the extension off later on? Like once I had, like, all my friends in the cult, like, if people weren't, like, joining the raffles anymore, I'd probably just, like, let the game just, like, randomly generate the people or whatever. And that's probably what I would do. I'm not saying I'm gonna play it. I probably won't. But if I did play something like that, that's probably why I would. Oh, you can choose not to. Yes, I'd probably do that then. I'd probably, like, ask in chat, you know, like, is there anyone left who still wants to join the cult? And if no one says yes, then I just wouldn't raffle it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I feel like that's what I would do in that position. Yes, wait, that was it, Lila. I remember now. Yeah, it was Cult of the Lamb, and he kept being like, come and sign up a vote. And you said you were waiting for the rat or the fish to unlock that. That was it. Yes, I remember now. I remember now. That was it. And, like, you literally said it like fucking, like, 5 votes in a fucking row. Like, every time he's like, oh, come on, guys. And you said it every time. And not once did he notice or read it or pay attention until we gave him shit for not reading it and paying attention. That was it. Oh, dear. I would love to join, but Twitch hates me. Does it not let you do it, Francie? That's stinky. That's stinky. I don't really know how it works. That's what I was doing when I played. If it was a boss follower, I auto skip the raffle because I think it's nice to have the whole collection. And then Kin became a cannibal. Kin did become a cannibal, and we love that for Kin. We love that for Kin. Most of us here be the British. We do be quite heavily British here. We do be quite heavily British here. I could never join Toru's either. He had to make me himself. That's so weird. I wonder why it doesn't work for you. I wonder why it doesn't work for you. That's so weird. You're my medicine for melancholy. We should probably draw something, huh? We should probably draw so. This has been half hour of not art so far. This has been a half hour of not art. Yeah, I reset my cache / cookies, everything. That's so weird. Imagine doing art. You don't have to imagine, Wisp. You have to start doing, right? Right? Don't imagine, Wisp. Do. I saw your tweet. You don't have to imagine drawing. You just gotta do. The sad part is, because it was a manual input, the Twitch message couldn't be used for her either. Oh man, that's so stinky. Yeah, do the do. Exactly. Oh, excellent. I have a question for you, actually. While you're here, I have a question for you, buddy. I know a couple streams ago, I know you donated a tenner on Barnsley's behalf. You donated twice. You donated £10 twice. Do you have an OC or anything? Like, do you? I need to make you something for your first 10. Because I know you made one. I know you did a second one that you said was for Barnsley, but I can't remember. I can't remember if you. I can't remember if you have an OC or anything. You do? Okay. Yeah, if you could just like post it in like Discord and tag me or whatever. Or I don't know if you'll be able to DM me. I think my DM settings are quite strict. I don't know if you can DM me. Try and DM me. If you can't DM it to me, feel free to just like throw it in the media channel and tag me or something. I think, wait, let me check the list. I think I did give you an entry on the wait list. I'm gonna have to double check. Big Connect. Hi, Kiwi. I do hate you. Look, it's another live stream in the evening just because I hate you. Where's Notion? Where's it gone? Yeah, where is Notion? I'm blind. That's not. What the fuck is this? That's not Notion. Okay, yeah, I do have you on there. I do. Did the sound on that just break? That sounded really weird to me. Did the audio go fucky there? That sounded really weird. Holy frame! I didn't know you were streaming. Did Discord not notify again? I did forget to. Audio broke because it ran at 2 FPS. Damn, 2 whole frames? Sheesh. That's crazy. Don't be too greedy now. Don't be too greedy. 2 whole frames? Bloody hell. Yeah, did Discord not notify again? Is Discord still shit? Is Discord still shit? That's like the most redundant fucking question. Oh, it did. Did it do it properly this time? Because last time it didn't, did it? Last time it was weird. Okay, so we can't use that as an excuse this time. I guess Giri just hates me too. Maybe Giri just hates me too. Maybe the hate is mutual. Be connect. Hello, I'm pressing on you. Please open. Thank you. It worked properly at the start. Okay, good. I wonder why it didn't work last time. I haven't done anything. Oh, chat, I tried sticking my little remote control thing to the side of my monitor, but I think because of the whatever funky coating the glass has on there, like it won't stick properly. There we go. I've saved Bobbington, even though we've done nothing and there's nothing to really save. I have saved. But yeah, I found some command strips in the drawer. I was looking for like Velcro, but I couldn't find any Velcro. But I found command strips, so I was like, well, you can hang like like heavy like picture frames and stuff with command strips, right? So like this little thing weighs like nothing. I was like, a command strip will do the job, and it did the job really well for about 15 minutes. And then at one point it just went plop and just plopped off, and I was like, oh. And now there's like it won't. I tried like sticking it back, and it won't stick now. So I can't stick it to the tablet screen, unfortunately. I did try, but I'm just gonna have to get used to holding it, I guess. I'm just gonna have to get used to holding it. Anyway, this is our little concept for this is my stupid little concept for Barnsley's Redeem. I was originally going to do something different. I was originally going to have like the void hands holding it. Do you know the meme where it's like holding the pigeon and it says hold gently like hamburger? That was my original plan. And I like messaged it to Barnsley. I was like, this is my idea. Like, do you agree? And Barnsley was like, yeah, that's funny. Do it. But then I had a different idea. And I was like, Barnsley, I want to pitch a different idea. and I pitched her this. And Barnsley liked this idea. So we're going with this now. It's a bit extra. It's a bit extra, but I think it's funny. I think it's funny and it will be worth. It's funny and it will be worth, so that's what we're doing. This is what we're doing now, chap. This is what we're making for Barnsley's one. Because if you guys don't know Barnsley, like her character Lolo, they're a small little bean. They're a small and sweet bean. They are. Is it based on your Lalafell, or is it like literally your Lalafell? I don't remember. It's one or the other. It's either literally her Lalafell from Final Fantasy XIV, or like heavily based off it. You know, one or t'other. So she is quite simply a little guy, you know. So already I was like, well, she won't really fit the chibi base I've been using. I'm gonna have to make her smaller, because otherwise, like, she wouldn't look right. And then I was like, wait, like, proportionally, she'd be like similar in smallness to the Void. So then I just had this stupid idea of like, what if it just has like Megu's legs and then like it's just Barnsley in the Void just like looking up like, oh. Let me know if that DM went through. Let me grab my phone quickly, because mousing around is really hard when I art stream now. Oh, wait, that's such a cool character. Yes, no. Received, loud and clear. Loud and clear, reference received. Thank you very much, Lee. Thank you very much, Lee. We love a nice clear reference. She is my Lalafell. Okay, yeah, so she is Lalafell. So if anyone doesn't know Final Fantasy XIV here, Lalafell is a race of like small people. They're very small and very cute. They're just silly little beans. They're silly little beans of characters, and that's what Lolo is. So I was like, because I've been working off a in order to like keep the scale on all of them similar, I've been using like this chibi pose as a base, and then I've just been like making like, you know, like changing the like, you know, changing the pose on the model to do whatever I want it to do, sort of thing, you know, for the poses. But this scale doesn't really work for Lolo because, like, Lolo's not big like this. Lolo's not big like this. So I've done. Oh god, that came out so big. I've done Lolo based on this model instead, which I feel is more like fitting for Lolo's proportions, you know. And then I was just looking and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. She is so small. She is so small. What if we play on her smallness? And Barnsey is a sweet bean, and she's a long time supporter of the channel and stuff, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? We can go a little extra. And that's what we're doing. Now that's on peak model right there. Thank you very much, Twixie. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. I will say, 'cause I know it can be confusing sometimes, especially because I am doing an art stream. I did not make this model. I did not make this model. My art is not that good. My art is not good enough to make this model. I let other talented people make my model for me. They're mostly shaved dwarves. Wait, you can't say Livia's wrong. We can't really say Livia's wrong. Heck, in Shadowbringers, what was the other place called in Shadowbringers? Was it? I forgot what the Shadow was. It Northrend or something? I forget. It's been a long time. But they literally call them dwarves on that shard, don't they? So like, yeah, Livia's not wrong. God damn, and got my name right first time. That's a follow right there. Hell yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm on it today, chat. I'm on it. On it like a car bonnet. Northrend. Okay. Did he say that right? I swear it had more of a aunt than aunt sound to it, maybe. I don't know though. I don't know. Upper left Lucia is Tomra where the dwarves are. Just Lalafell. Yeah! Are you a fellow Final Fantasy 14 enjoyer then? I take it if you have such knowledge. I don't actively play anymore. I kind of got burnt out on MMOs and like live service games in general. So I don't personally play it anymore. But I did play it solidly for about I don't remember how long actually. I lied. How long? Like I started like halfway through Shadowbringers ish. I think. No, I don't remember how long ago that was. I think I played it for about 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I don't know. Something like that. I think. And I don't actively play anymore. Oh, Hero and Giri, are you guys still here? I don't know if you guys are still here. Do you want to hear about a really fucked up dream I had? Do you guys wanna hear a really fucked up dream I had? If you guys are still here, I don't know if you guys are still listening. But if you are, do you want to hear something that might make you sad? Okay, Hero's here, so I'll say it because at least Hero will hear me. I don't know if Giri's still watching. Giri might be in One Piece again or something. I don't know, but I'll say it because at least Hero is definitely here. Okay, right. I will preface this by saying I can't say how accurate it was to the actual game, but I had a dream. I had a dream last night that I tried Warframe. I had a dream that I tried Warframe, which, like, you might be thinking to yourself, why is that fucked up, Megu? The fucked up part of it is that in my dream, I was playing with two people. I was playing with two people in my dream. And do you know who I was playing with in my dream? I don't even know where this came from because, like, neither of them play it, so I don't know where it came from. But in my dream, for some reason, it was Emu and Mia that I was playing Warframe with. I don't know where it came from, but it was distinctly Emu's and Mia's voices that I remember from my dream. It was distinctly Emu and Mia that I heard in my dream. Wait, does Emu play? I don't think I've ever seen him play on stream. Maybe I subconsciously knew. Maybe subconsciously I knew somehow. I haven't seen him play it. I normally catch him playing Phasmo. He just plays Phasmo a lot. He has played someone's stream. Oh, I must have missed the Warframe streams then. I don't think I've ever seen Emu play it. But I do believe you guys. Your dream abandoned us. What the fuck? It literally did. And I distinctly remember waking up and being like, huh? But also, Dream Megu did not enjoy it. Dream Megu also did not enjoy it. Dream Megu did that thing that Awake Megu does sometimes, where, like, Dream Megu was just like, I think I'd be having more fun if I was playing on my own. Dream Megu's like, yeah, it's all right, but, like, I think I would have had more fun if I just played this myself. But yeah, of all the friends I have that are, like, addicted to Warframe and play it, like, all the fucking time and shit, for some reason it was Emu and Mia in my dream. Don't ask me what happened, chat. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Please don't blame Awake Megu for Sleepy Megu's crimes. Don't blame Awake Megu. I'm not in control of my dreamscape, okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not in control of the dreamscape. It's out of my hands. You know me. If I got to pick my dreams, I would be dreaming of the Doctor, and I haven't been. So you know I have no hand in this. Because if I got to pick my dream, I would not be dreaming about Warframe at all. Megu, read your tweet. What does... I am not explaining that on stream. I am not explaining that on stream. If you can control your dreams, you would be doing fucked up shit with Kane. I would be fucking spit roasted by the Doctor and Kane if I got to pick my own dreams. That's what I'd be doing. If my dreams were my choice, I'd let my fucked up boys spit roast me. Oh well. See, Wisp just further proves, like, my point of my tweet, though. I feel like Wisp asking that has kind of proved the point of my tweet a bit. Because it's like, I'm thinking to myself, like, when I wrote that tweet, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, either no one commented on it because, like, they don't know what it is, or no one commented on it because they do know what it is and they don't think it's weird, you know? Like, it's one or the other, you know? It's one or the other. It's either I didn't say anything because I don't know, or I didn't say anything because it's just normal for Mega and I'm not surprised by it.
Would it be weird if I said I did know what oviposition is?
Well, on the grounds that I know what it is, I wouldn't personally consider it weird. I wouldn't personally consider it weird. Because I did a happy Easter. I did a happy Easter tweet. And then I wrote in there, I was like, don't forget to oviposit some eggs to your friends too and share the love. And I was like waiting. I was waiting for someone to reply and be like, and no one did. And then I just sat here. I'm like, maybe I'm not being weird enough. Like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe my weirdness is like worn off, and like no one's like surprised by me anymore or some shit. I don't know. But Wispaz, bless him, proved at least half of my theory. Did you eat cheese before bed? As it sounds like a nightmare. Not before bed, but I did have pizza for dinner last night. I did have a pizza for dinner last night. I tried to put less cheese on it than I used to, because I'm pretty sure my tummy does not tolerate cheese anymore. So I did try and use less cheese than I used to, but I did still put some extra cheese on it because like frozen pizzas are always way too stingy. So I don't know. Maybe it was the pizza. Maybe it was the pizza. Who can say? Who can say? But I mean, the dream itself wasn't that fucked up. The dream itself wasn't that fucked up. Apart from the fact that I just don't really like Warframe and I don't have any interest in it. The dream wasn't fucked up. It's just fucked up that I wasn't playing with my friends in my... Not saying I wasn't playing with my friends sounds mean, because I do consider Emu a friend, and obviously Mia's Mia. But like, I when I say my friends, I mean my friends who I know are actively like, you know, really invested and addicted to Warframe is what I mean. And I don't mean that in any way to discredit anyone. Make it like Warframe. It's a game you can play without playing. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I've seen Hero play it. I feel like it requires a fair degree of user input. Forest from the trees. Wow. Orange, pink, yeah. I've got an idea for what I want to do for Heroes 1, but I'm probably going to sketch that off stream. But I do have ideas. I do have ideas for what I'm going to do with Hero. I'm not doing them in like... I'm not necessarily drawing these in like order of submission or anything. I'm just kind of going by, you know, when the brain gives me the ideas. If the brain gives me an idea, I sketch it. Because I don't want to lose the idea. I just point and click, shotgun, go brrr. Warframe, just get good gun, and it can carry you through the whole game. It's too much effort, man. Warframe scares and confuses me. Like, I see, like, Hero and Geary talking about, like, you know, all the farming they have to do for, like, I don't even know what it's for, but it's way too complicated for me. It's way too complicated for me. It's not Megu friendly. Plus, I just don't think I don't think I would personally care for the content loop that much. Like I said earlier with regards to Final Fantasy 14, I don't really like I like playing games that just like these days I just like brain dead stuff that's just like one and done. Like, you know, like, I like story games where, you know, you just play through, you have like a set story, a set objective, you know, it tells you exactly what to do. And you do it, and you get the story, you have a nice time, and then you're done with it, you know? And that's the kind of game I like. Which I know is, like, a fairly outdated mindset these days. But, like, that's the kind of games I like. I like games like that. I don't like having to think too much. And Warframe's far too thinky for me. I just get confused and overwhelmed. I used to play Destiny 2. And, like, one of the things I liked to do in the least in Destiny was, like, grinding out materials and stuff, you know? Having to, like, grind out, like, different, like, mods and shit like that was, like, the part I least liked about Destiny. So, like, I feel like Warframe would just feel too much like that kind of side of gameplay for me, you know? Nixon is not friend. Nixon is sludge that wishes to be washed away. You can't do that, Nixon. You have to suffer this mortal coil with the rest of us. If we have to suffer this mortal coil, so do you. Why should you get away without suffering it if we have to? What makes you so special that you don't have to suffer it like we do, huh? We're all in this together, buddy. We're all in this together. That's my monthly Twitter peak done. Now not to check it for a while. Hell yeah! Probably the best way to be. Probably the best way to be, Bobbington. VTuber Twitter's pissing me off at the moment. I had to stop myself from browsing Twitter earlier because I got pissed off with it. Because there is someone, I'm not going to name names or anything, but like, if I start saying about it, like, it's one of those situations like, if you know, you know, kind of thing. But there was a VTuber like a year or so ago who was under a lot of heat because like they kept doing like things for community and stuff and whatnot, but like they would do bad things too. But then they would always be like, I've done so much good for the world, you know, I've done all these nice things for people though. So, you know, yeah, I did some shitty things, but like I did good things too. Smile. Like, yeah, okay, I scammed some people, but like I did nice things too. Okay? Like, remember the nice things, bury the bad things. And like they had this phase where like they kept buying like adoptables and then they would like make them into VTuber models and like flip them around for like multiple times like the cost of what they originally paid for the adoptable and stuff like that. And they ended up like getting cancelled for it and shit, and like ended up getting like a lot of heat for it. And they ended up just like kind of disappearing. They didn't really disappear, they like rebranded. But apparently a lot of people didn't realise it began with an S. No, it began with an N. But yeah, they did like rebrand at the time, and like they like started streaming and tweeting again and stuff on like a Twitter account with a different name. But apparently not a lot of people knew that she did that. But it's like recently come to light, and like everyone is like resurfacing it now because someone found out and someone made this tweet like, by the way, this person is who this person used to be. And they did these bad things. And because fucking VTuber Twitter can't just shut the fuck up and leave things alone, now every fucker and their mum is posting about it. Guys, this is this person, and like, I'm not trying to witch hunt or anything, but I just want my community to be careful. Like, just shut the fuck up and leave them be. Like, just shut the fuck up. Like, stop giving them the attention. Stop giving them the fucking attention, because it's that fucking kid mentality where, like, like, it's like any like, what's the phrase, like, any, I forget like, any news is good news kind of thing, Like, if you're in the headlines, like, it doesn't matter. Is it exposure? Any exposure is good exposure? Maybe, I don't remember. I'm gonna say it because I trust you guys not to witch hunt, but it was Needy. It was someone called Needy VT. Is the person in question, and they go by a different name now, but they've resurfaced, and everyone is just like got their knickers in a twist again over it. Yeah, that's it. Any exposure is good. Yeah, I thought it was that. Yeah, like, the amount of, like, don't get me wrong, if people do like genuinely like horrific things and stuff, then that deserves to be brought to light, If someone's like been a bit of a sex pest at conventions and stuff like that, then yeah, by all means, like, warn people about it. But like, some things just don't, some things just don't need to be made a big song and dance about, Some things just don't need to be made into a big song and dance about things. But VTuber Twitter can't do that. Everyone has to get their little fingers. They have to get their little fingers stuck in the pie. And everyone has to say their 2 cents on it. Everyone has to, like, do their little, like, moral platforming and stuff. And everyone has to speak on it because, it's a trending thing, and, like, it's getting lots of clicks and traction because, ooh, juicy drama. But, like, half these fucking annoying people would just, like, vanish into, like, complete obscurity if you just left them alone, Half of them would just completely vanish into obscurity completely if you just, like, left them alone. But people can't do that. People just can't leave it alone. So we just got to keep talking about it. And then you get people who find that person for the first time, and then they're like, I don't think this person did any wrong, so I'm gonna follow them and support them because I think everyone's just being mean. So, like, people always end up, like, growing from these kind of situations as well, which is just kind of stupid. And then you get everyone, like, taking the moral high ground, like, guys, if you follow this person, I'm going to unfollow you because they're a bad person, they did bad things, and I can't abide by people following them. So you get, like, all of those kind of posts. You get, like, the vague fucking posts about, like, oh my god, I looked at this person's profile and I'm disgusted to see so many of my mutuals follow them. Like, bro, get fucking live. Get a fucking life, man. Oh, I fucking... This is why on my debut slides... I had a slide that's in my dislikes. I had that I dislike VTubers. And this stupid fucking mentality is why that was on my dislike slide. This is exactly why that shit was on my dislikes. Because, yeah, I might stream with a VTuber avatar and stuff. And I like watching other VTubers, don't get me wrong. But, like, as far as the so-called VTuber community goes, like, I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with the VTuber community as, like, a greater concept. I still don't understand why people are so insistent on doing that with VTubing as well. It's so weird because, like, people don't look at, like, cam streamers and IRL streamers and stuff. Like, people don't look at them and go, the streaming community. Like, we accept that there's, like, different types of people and different content and stuff for, like, cam streamers. But for some reason, we have to address the VTuber community like it's some big, agreeable, homogenous entity. And everyone thinks and feels the same thing because we're all VTubers. Like, I don't get the mentality. I don't get it. Because, like, we don't do that with other creators. Like, no one's out there trying to say that, like, I don't know. I don't know a lot of, like, real streamers, but, like, I don't know, like Pokimane and I don't know, like I Show Speed or someone, you know, like no one's trying to say, you know, they're both streamers of the streaming community, you know, like people accept that they're different people who do different things. They just both happen to stream, but that doesn't make them the same category of person. But for some reason with VTubers, everyone's always just like the VTuber community, the VTuber community. It's like, shut up. Shut up. Chat, I'm on one today. I'm really feisty when I stream in the evenings. Maybe I shouldn't stream in the evenings because I'm too spicy. Am I too spicy in the evenings, chat? Watch me get cancelled on an evening stream. Watch me get cancelled on an evening stream. Fine. She says she hates people talking about it. Talk about it. Get a load of this guy. Yeah, I'm just saying it to you guys. I haven't made like a tweet about it or anything. I know you guys aren't going to go to Twitter and be like, yeah, Megan said about this on stream. You know, like I just talk to you guys like I would just talk to my friends, you know? That's different. That's not the same. That's not the same. Stop trying to rage bait me. I'm surprised I didn't get telling off yet. I was told I was getting. That's because I forgot. That's because I forgot. But also, yeah, now that you bring it up, Bovington, what the fuck? Bovington, what the fuck? Now that you bring it up, what the fuck, Bovington? Why? Why did you do that? Why did you? I'm just gonna take that as a generous donation. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not paying it forward. I'm not doing this pay it forward shit. I messaged Geary and I was like, okay, real talk though, like I'm not doing this. Like, do you want a refund or like can we like pick someone to donate it to? And we decided to pick Hero. We decided to pick Hero. I was like, do you know what? Let's give it to Hero. Let's give it to Hero. And Geary was like, yep, good shout, Meggy. We'll give it to Hero. Because I specifically don't want to have to manage like the pay it forward kind of thing, you know? That's why I've made the little like Notion page to like help myself keep track of things. But like I don't want to have to keep track of because the thing is like if you pay it forward, but then you get another situation like what happened to Geary, where someone buys one for themselves, not realizing there's a pay it forward thing going on. And then that person's like, oh, just pay it forward to the next one. And I'm never going to get out the loop. I'm never going to get out the loop. And I know we like loops here, but that's not a loop I want to get involved in. You know I'm normally down for a loop, but that's not a loop I'm willing to indulge in. So we can either take it as a very generous donation, Bobington, or I can refund you. If you did want to do a pay it forward thing, I genuinely don't want to. I will refund you the money. If I'm not going to use it the way you intended, I don't mind refunding the money. But I'm genuinely not doing a pay it forward thing. Not because I'm a bitch or anything, but just because there are limits to how much I can manage, and that's just beyond it. That's just beyond it. I'm just going to get lost and confused and stressed. No, keep it. Are you sure? Are you sure, Bobbington? We'll consider it a down payment. If you ever do get an OC in the future, We'll consider it your down payment for a future commission. We'll consider it down payment for a future commission. How about that?
Save.
Thank you. Damn, I know the. Oh, I remember the game Loop Hero exists, and it's not. Wait, what is Loop Hero? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I didn't reduce down to £10. I didn't need to redeem. You outdid it, and it felt appropriate. It's a trade offer. I had to do something. I had to do something. Besides, I think I came up with an absolutely banger idea. I regret nothing. I regret nothing. I really love what we made. I think I was like sat here. I think I was like looking at Doctor fan art again because of course I was. And I'm like, wait a minute, like I know me and Bobbington like both enjoy like, you know, object-headed characters. Like I know that's something we both enjoy. And Bobbington has like his little like computer thing as his like profile picture. I was like, what if I get the Void to like hold it up in front of his face? So like he looks like a little like screen-headed guy. I was very pleased with that train of thought. I was like, wait a minute, yes! This is perfect! And thus the concept was born. See, nothing bad ever happens. If you look at art of your little Meow Meows for inspiration, you will never be disappointed. You will never be disappointed. Just draw art of your little Meow Meows, and life will never let you down. Even if you're not actively drawing said Meow Meow, like look into them for inspiration is never a bad thing. Do we think he's alright carrying that around? He's a little guy, and Computer's not. He'll be fine. He's got big arms. He's got big arms. Maybe the power of the Void offsets the weight or something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the Void has his own reference sheet now. He has his own reference sheet now. Yay! I was a little bit cheeky. I did I did go in and redraw some parts of it. I did go in and redraw some parts of it just because I couldn't be bothered to like keep asking the artist like, oh, can you change like all these little things that I think look shit, basically. So I was a little bit cheeky and tweaked a few things. But he has a reference now. Yippee! I redrew his safety pin because like it I don't know why they drew it the way they drew it, but like it didn't even look like a safety pin. And then the nightmare started, it got definitely loud. And I had to like go in, like he had so many parts where like little pixels of him were like not filled in properly. There were like so many like frustrating little like missing pixels and stuff. And I just find stuff like that kind of annoying. Not annoying enough to like make a fuss about it, but like annoying. It did make me wonder when I was doing it though. When I was doing it, I did wonder to myself, like, what do people who aren't artists do? You know, like, because it's kind of like, I don't think luxury is the right word, but for lack of a better word, I'm going to say luxury. Like, it's kind of a luxury to be able to do that, you know, because I guess like technically not everyone in the position, like, is in the position to be able to do so, right? Like, I guess if you're not an artist and you get something back that like you don't like and the artist doesn't fix it, like I guess you're just kind of shit out of luck, which honestly kind of sucks. They complain on Twitter. Like, so true, excellent. So true, actually. So true. Oh, I was meant to play Oversloop. Wait, what is Oversloop? Loop Hero is a deck builder roguelike. Very pog. I love Loop Hero. I've never heard of it. Wait, Xbox seems to be seppukuing me. What is Xbox doing? What are Xbox doing? I'm gonna put my blanket over me, chat. I'm a little bit chilly. I'm a little chilly. Chilly, chilly, chilly. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. The dawn. Oh, you only have one arm. Let me give you your other arm. I think we can give him another arm, chat. Xbox is no longer going to have exclusives. All their games will be released on everything, including next Halo, Gears of War, and Forza, already on PlayStation. Oversloop be a funky roguelite. I'd say probably not Barnsley friendly. It's a wee bit flashy. I feel like I have to look up these games after stream, but also I know I'm going to forget. I know I won't remember. I know I won't remember. I'm not going to pretend I will remember because we all know I won't. I'm curious, but like not curious enough to try and like browse with my current screen situation. It's tricky on art streams now. That is the one thing I do. On the whole, I would say I am enjoying my tablet now. I am enjoying my new tablet now. It is a shame it does cover up my main screen. That would be like my one bugbear. If I could have it off to the side a bit, like I tested the other day, that would be really nice. But that didn't work, unfortunately. So we just have to make do. But that is now officially the only thing that's like kind of a negative about my tablet. The one other thing that was like kinda annoying about it was because like where if I'm not using it, I have it like pushed back in the corner of my desk as like just next to the screen. And when I'm drawing it on it, I need to like bring it out and forward like into the front of my desk instead. But because A, the tablet is really heavy, and B, the monitor arm I brought for it has like giga fucking like rubber stoppers on the base, it was really hard for me to like pull it in and out of position. But what I've done, I went on Amazon and I brought, you know, you get those like sticky back felt pads that you can put on like furniture legs and stuff to like stop them scratching up wood floors and stuff. I brought a packet of that. I brought a packet of like sticky back felt and I've put that on the base of the monitor arm. And because of the weight of the tablet, it's not like it slips around like really easy. Like it's not like a fucking like slip and slide on my desk or anything, but like it's a lot easier to like pull it around into position and that now. But because the tablet itself has like rubber feet on it, when it's down in drawing position, those rubber feet keep it stable enough that it doesn't slip around even though the base of the stand has the felt on it. And now that I've done that, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it now that I've done that. That was like the last thing that was like kind of like bothering me a bit, was just that it was like that made it like kind of hard to use. And it did like put me off like, you know, just like spontaneously drawing a bit, because like it was just like, oh, but it's so hard to get out. So that was like the last thing that was like kind of a semi bother. But now that I fixed that, I am really happy with the tablet. It is really nice to draw on. It's really nice as a spare screen because it is like big and 4K and beautiful. So it is really nice as a spare screen, but it's also, I also do enjoy it as an art tablet now as well. So we got there in the end, chat. We got there in the end. It took me what, 2 weeks, I think, ish, to get here, but we're here now. Better late than never, as they say, right? Better late than never. Chat, can I have an ego moment? Am I allowed an ego moment, chat? Chat, I fucking love my little void so much. Every time I draw him, he makes me so happy, and I'm like genuinely so fucking proud of him. Every time I draw him, I love him so much, and he makes me so happy. And then I remember that I made him. I'm like, he is my son, and I love him. He is my son, and I love him. I'm like, I made this. My brainwaves and my stinky little hands made this. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my Barnsey reference up now. You cooked with him, pop off, Queen. I still want to punt him. I don't know why. He does look kind of puntable. He does look kind of puntable. I'm not gonna be like, Bobbington, no, that's mean. He does look puntable. I do want to. It's gonna have to wait because like I don't have money for a bit, so it's gonna have to wait. It's not like an immediate thing, but I do kind of want to get some like art commissioned of like Megu just like manhandling him. I do kind of want to get some art of him just being like manhandled by Megu because she's so much bigger than he is. Because I would say probably like canonically. Hold on. I would say probably like if we were going for like their canon scale difference. That is the wrong tool. This is kind of how I picture their actual scale difference kind of thing. That's kind of mentally the kind of scale difference I'm imagining. You know, that's kind of how I see it. Is that's the kind of size difference between them. So he is comparatively just a little guy. He is pretty puntable. I do have very long legs. I do have very long legs. Like, you would just like have to raise your knee a little bit and you could like kick him right under the chin. You could just like bring your knee up a little bit and just like, you know, you just like poof, poof, poof. Wait, he's layers in front. Like, he is very kickable, you know? Like, your leg would just have to come out a little bit. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer still. I suck. See? He's very easily kickable. Like, you don't even have to bring your leg up to like a 90-degree angle. he do be pretty puntable, me reckons. Why is it not doing the... There we go, that's what I want. That's what I want. Look, chat, this is Lolo. This is what she looks like. This is Dabine. This is Dabine. 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 Yeah, Toki did draw my legs very long. I think they must have got stretched out in the Battle of the Void or something. I never used to have such long legs. Hi, Nanamo. How you doing? Happy Monday evening. Hang on. I gotta give myself a little reminder. I always forget to do Barnsley's little accessories. I did do the ribbon on this, but I did forget the crown. So I'm just gonna doodle this really quick and nasty on the reference, and then I shouldn't forget. And I often forget your glasses as well. But again, I didn't forget them on the sketch, but I do often forget your glasses too, because I'm shit. So we're gonna do our best not to forget that shit this time. You are just a little guy. We need art of the little void guy and you with the McDonald's meme of the Pepe on the ground. Oh, wait, is that the one I drew Hero of ages ago? Wait, do you mean... Where's my mean shoulder? Where is it? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? This one. Do you mean this? Is this the meme you mean? Do you mean this one? Look at him. He's such a little baby man. This is so old now. Look, this is Hero when he still wore pants. This is Hero wearing trousers. This is an old Hero now. I haven't been drawing Hero with trousers for a long time. Because even before Hero showed off the new design, I was like drawing Hero in like girly clothing before. I was like drawing like adjacent to the new model, but like not actually the new model. Give him a skirt? No. If I gave him a skirt though, look, you're not going to see his well-defined cheeks. Look at those well-defined cheeks. Like, if I give him a skirt, you're not going to see the cheeks anymore. Was there a pen in the mouth there? It sounded like so. No. No. I've got like a silicone Kuromi thing on the end of it, and I like to chew on it sometimes. It's to stop me chewing on the pen itself, because do you guys remember when I broke my pen? Do you guys remember that time I broke my tablet pen? It's like kept chewing on it and it stopped working. So now I get like little rubber pen toppers and I keep them on top of my tablet, so I chew them instead of the pen. This is why I can't give Colby shit for like wanting to eat microplastics all the time. Because he really does probably get it from his mother. He probably does get it from his mother. Oh my god, I cleaned out his litter tray last night. Like I empty it every day anyway, but I give it like every week or so. I give it like a proper wash down and stuff. And I gave it like a proper like wash down yesterday, and then like I went over it with Dettol wipes. And then I forgot to put the wipes away. And I just like went into my room and like got ready for bed, and like me and Mia are in bed and stuff. And then all of a sudden we hear this really weird noise. I'm like, what is that noise? And we heard this like big thud, and we were like, what is Colby playing with? But like we were both in bed, so like neither of us really wanted to get up out of bed to investigate, so like we didn't at first. But then we heard this really weird noise, and Mia's like, I think we need to check on what he's got. Like he's got something he shouldn't have. So Mia, bless him, Mia got out of bed to have a look. He'd jumped up onto the side and he'd stolen the fucking packet of Dettol wipes. And it's one of the big jumbo ones as well. It's one of the ones with like 170 wipes in it. And it's a almost brand new packet. So it's like fairly hefty. I don't know how much they weigh, but considering the size of Colby, it's fairly hefty. But yeah, he just decided he was going to knock that onto the floor and carry it around for a bit and then start eating it, as you do. So needless to say, when Mia worked out that was what he was playing with, Mia decided to take it off him. Mia decided to take it off him. I'm off to shower and bed. Good night, you cuties. Love you all. Good night, Mr. Lion. Good night. I'm sorry it's another Megu evening stream. Mia isn't on holiday anymore. Mia's back to work, so maybe we can reset the body clock a bit. Maybe now all like the WoW holiday and stuff is out the way, and the bank holiday and everything. Maybe we can get a bit of a reset. I do, all joking aside, I do feel like I probably would benefit from it. All jokes aside, I do feel like I would potentially benefit from it. I am quite looking forward to getting back to something resembling more normal. Where's Yumi? It's Yumi's song. What?
It worked.
I'm streaming.
I know.
I can't hear you. Wall thumbs up.
No.
Oh, the computer works. Good job. Where's Yumi? This is Yumi's song. Where are they? Yumi's gonna come in at like about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Yumi's gonna join stream and he's gonna be like, she went live while I was out again. That's what's gonna happen. No gymmage today. My tummy's still upset, and now I'm even more tired. No, Stinky. I feel like your good tarot reading from the other day lied to you, Nixon. I feel like the tarot reading from the other day lied to you. It might not have given you a bad reading, but I feel like you've had actually not great days since then. I think you got scammed, buddy. They lured you into a false sense of like, oh, maybe shit won't be so bad this week. And then bam! I am glad Me's stream PC is working though. He had to change his plans a bit because the case he brought, he was going to use his old graphics card in it because he still has it. But then the case he brought, like the graphics card is like, it's got like a plastic bit on the case, like on one of the ends, instead of just being like a straight line at the end like that, it's got like this little like plastic like notchy bit that like sticks out. And that little bit that sticks out is like just enough that it won't fit in the case. And like Mia said, he was like, I could still use it and just not put the like that side of the case on. But with Colby being Colby, that's not really a solution. Like if we'd still had a cat like Ginga, then you could have left the case off and it wouldn't be a problem. But Colby is not a cat you leave an unguarded computer around. I dread to think what Colby would do with an unattended PC. You don't leave stuff like that around, Colby, me don't think. But luckily, we've still got my old graphics card from when I updated my one, like, a couple years ago. We've still got my old one, too. So he's ended up using that one instead, which shouldn't matter because, like, where he's doing it for, like, a streaming PC rather than a gaming PC, it doesn't need to run, like, as much stuff as the actual PC does. So my old card should still be adequate. His graphics card technically was better, but for the purposes it's needed, my old one is fine, you know? I don't know if you're saying your name right, but is it Calvaif? I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but hello, how you doing? Never said to be creative, so obviously it wants me to write a cringy self-insert fantasy world to get isekai'd into. Wait, so true. So true. Start writing, Nixon. Get that shit up on AO3 or something. Now is your time to start writing fan fiction. Now is the time. What better time to get into fan fiction than now? Yeah, what he has is good enough. For streaming, they have the same encoder, so it makes no difference. Yeah. People give away PC cases on Marketplace often, unless he wants a specific case. He already brought a case. I don't know what... He brought, like, one of the ones that's, like... I don't know what it's called. But he brought one that's, like, smaller than the cases our, like, main PCs are in. But it turns out that his graphics card was just a little bit too... It's literally... It's so silly. Like, it's literally the case of, like... I think it only sticks out, like, about 1.5, maybe 2 centimeters. It doesn't stick out that far. It's literally, like, one of those, like, so close yet so far kind of moments, you know? It really is a so close yet so far kind of moment. I gave Barnsey little like side bangs in the sketch, but you don't actually have those. You don't actually have those. I did just draw this quickly to get the idea out of my brain. This was like my best attempt at Barnsey from memory, and it clearly wasn't very good. But you know, We tried. We tried. And Mama Moo always says that if I try my best, that's good enough. And I sure did try. ITX? Is that what it's called? Is that the case? I'm guessing. Or is that an I or an L? It's always really hard to tell in text if it's like a little L or a big I. I said little L, and now I've got fucking Jamiroquai in my head. Mm-hmm. 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 Could be MATX. I don't know. I can tell you. Hang on. Ow! Oh, fuck! Ow! I went to pick up my phone to check, but I like moved it out to like get it past the microphone, and I have no spatial awareness, and I just like smacked it into my lip. Ow! That really hurt. I just like full force smacked my lip with my phone. Chat, I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that, chat. What does Amazon say it is? I can tell you what it is. Amazon says it's a micro ATX gaming PC case. So it's micro ATX, apparently. I don't know what that means, but that's what the Amazon listing says. That's what the Amazon listing says. I'm going to be like Overlord, where my characters are walking calamities through regular plebeians, just daring to live their day-to-day life. All the names will make everyone physically cringe, as they should. Hell yeah. Like, if you're going to write a story and you're not doing it cringe, like, why even bother, you know? Why even bother? If you're not going to be, you know, cringe and free about it, why even write? I feel like creations are just better if they're a bit cringe, you know? If they're just a bit cringe, I think that just makes creations better. Unless you're going for like something genuinely really serious. Oh my god, that's another thing I keep seeing on VTuber Twitter at the moment. I can't remember what show it was. Was it like Law and Order? One of like the big like crime drama series. It did an episode recently that like starred a VTuber. Not like an actually established VTuber, like they made up a VTuber for the show. But they actually had like they like actually commissioned like a VTuber model and stuff like for the episode and stuff. So everyone's talking about that at the moment as well. Because everyone's like, oh my god, VTubing in mainstream media. So cool. That's the other thing I'm seeing all over VTuber Twitter at the moment. It just means small. Small. I don't know what my case is. My case is massive. I've seen not. I live too comfy under rock. Your rock is a good place to be. Granted, I would rather see the stuff about the VTuber Law and Order. I'd rather see that than VTuber drama. I would rather see people talking about that than drama. Not that that's a very big metric to go by. I joked to people I was going to get Iron Brew meme, so now... Oh, so I... Wait, what? I joked to people I was going to get Iron Brew meme. So what I did, I'll send you it. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. My brain is not interpreting that well. It's late and brain no worky. It's late and brain no worky. My brain is not worky. My rock is full of Russian epilators.
Mambo.
It sure is. Look, at least that's what your rock decided to hold on to. Remember when you Googled Goatsy? You know, it could have held on to that. So, you know, shit could have been worse. Shit could have been worse. At least it held on to Russian epilators and not Goatsy. It could have been worse. Because we talk about like girl shit a lot, the Boppington Googles, and then YouTube is just like, you're a woman. Here you go. Have thrush treatments and pregnancy tests and epilators. I'm surprised all the buses you look at doesn't counterbalance it a bit. You'd think like all the buses would like counteract it a bit. But apparently not. Why epilators? Because we were talking about them on stream one time. And Bobbington was like, what's an epilator? And we tried explaining it, but it's kind of hard to explain an epilator. So Bobbington looked it up. Bobbington looked it up. Have you seen the Mel VTuber discourse? I've seen something about Mel VTubers circulating again. Is it like Asmongold said something about like Mel VTubers not being needed or something? I've seen of it, but like I didn't really look into it because A, Asmongold, B, whiny Mel VTubers. I just kind of don't care. I just kind of don't care about either counts. I don't really give a shit what Asmongold has to say on any subject. And I don't really care about whiny email VTube. I'm sorry, like, and I'm not counting people like you in this Wisp because you don't do it, okay? So before like Wisp or Tova or a hero or someone jumps in and be like, oh my god, she hates men. I mean, I do, but like not right now. That's not what we're talking about. But like, I hate it when like you get male VTubers and they always complain about how it's so hard to be a male VTuber. It's so much easier as a female. Blah blah blah. Wow wow wow. Like, God forbid women have one niche to excel in. Like, God forbid, like, streaming as a whole, streaming and YouTubing is very much male dominated, you know, like most of the big creators and stuff, they're always men. The audiences, they're always men, you know, it's very male dominated. God forbid the girlies have a niche they thrive in. God fucking forbid. But no, so many, not all, but so many male VTubers like to fucking cry about how hard it is for men. And like, I'm sorry, not to be like too feminist or whatever, but I don't care. Boo fucking who. Like, boo fucking who. Like, because those guys could probably hop on camera and no one could give a shit. Like, you think like Asmongold, for example, can you imagine the uproar if a girl streamed like Asmongold, if they had like ratty hair, no makeup, you know, tatty, dirty looking clothes, filthy fucking room? You would get ripped to shreds. And like everyone thinks it's oh so easy for a girl, like, oh, you just have to be pretty on stream and get your tits out. But like people are so like the standards for women are so much higher. That's why I won't ever do a face reveal or anything, because I know I'm not conventionally attractive. Like I know I'm not. You know, I'm overweight. I'm spotty. You know, I don't wear makeup and stuff like that. I know I'm not conventionally attractive. And I have been bullied out of a community I really enjoyed before. This was like years ago, granted. Like, this is going back about almost 20 years, because this was back in my Ragnarok Online days. But I've been bullied out of a community I liked before for showing my face, just for this pure sin of not looking like a pinup girl or a porn star or something, like, for not being like a bombshell babe or whatever. So like, I won't put myself in that position again. So that's why I've never done, and I never will do, like a face reveal or anything on like social media or stream or anything. Because like, the standards for women, I'm not saying you guys would be mean like that, obviously. I genuinely don't think, like, my regulars and that here, like, I genuinely don't think you guys would be pricks about it if I did show myself. But, people who I don't already know and trust, I wouldn't trust myself with, because I don't want to put myself in that position. I actually really like streaming. I found something I really enjoy here. I like doing it. I like the people I've met doing it and stuff. I wanna keep doing it. I don't wanna feel shamed out of something I like doing. So that's why I'm never gonna do like a face reveal or anything. Because it is like, the standards for women to appeal is so much higher than the standards that men do. Like, not to be like mean or anything, I genuinely don't care. Like, me and Mia are both on the bigger side of things. But like, if you look at like Queso, for example, can you imagine a woman the size of Queso? Like, she would not be adored in the same way so widely. Like, she just straight up wouldn't be. A woman who streamed like Queso, if there was a woman who streamed, with the body type of Queso and wore those kind of clothes, didn't wear makeup and stuff, she would be eaten alive. She would be fed to the fucking sharks. She would be posted all over places like live stream fails and stuff and social media. She would be ridiculed. Like, it doesn't work both ways. And that's why I will never feel sorry for male VTubers having thing harder. Because it's one thing that women can do as a stream thing where they can be on like a level playing field of other creators in the same field, So I personally can't really abide by squinny little man babies who are just like, wow, it's not fair. This is so much easier for women. Like, piss off. Joke's on you all. I saw Megu Iram. She's a big, adorable cutie. I'm not going to deny you, but even you have to be realistic enough to admit, Mr. Lion, like, I'm not conventionally attractive. Not to like a media, like a mass appeal media, like, looks kind of way. I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm ugly and vile, like, I mean, like, none of you disowned me after seeing me in person and stuff, and I've been in a relationship with Mia for like, I think more years now than I haven't been. So like, I know it's not that I'm like completely ugly and unlovable or anything like that dramatic. But I'm also realistic enough to know that I'm not, anything that would be considered conventionally attractive by a lot of people. I don't think there's any shame in being realistic. I don't think there's anything wrong with being like realistic about where you are. But yeah, whiny male VTubers can eat my ass. They piss me off so much. I love seeing the person behind the content, but fully respect VTuber privacy. Like, I wouldn't really mind, but like, as I say, it's just the fear of the fact that I have been, completely bullied out of a space that I really enjoyed being in before. It kind of puts you off wanting to put yourself in that position again, you know? Call it self-preservation, I guess. I guess that's probably the best way to call it. Like it is like a self-preservation tactic. You know, like if I don't put myself out there to get hurt, then I won't get hurt, you know? I think self-preservation's like the right word. Right term. Like at the end of the day, like it shouldn't even matter. Like whether a VTuber is pretty behind a model or not shouldn't really matter. Like to me, I don't really care what the person behind the model looks like. Doesn't change my opinion on anyone one way or the other what they look like IRL, personally. But there are a lot of weirdos who will be weird about it. You do unfortunately get them. Wait, you guys aren't weirdos too? I am. I'm a weirdo. I'm just a different type of weirdo. I'm just a different type of weirdo. Barnsey, you still around at the moment? You still hear Barnsey? Barnsey, ding dong, ding dong. Wait, you are there. I see you. I see your name. I see your name in chat. Barnsey, I have a question. Because I have your reference sheet here, right? And your little hair puff on the reference sheet is drawn very similar to the way that it is in like game, right? But I also had this reference of the model that Marinky made for you, and like your bit on top is more like a bun. How am I doing? How am I doing it on this picture? Are we going for the bun or are we going for the little poof? What are we doing? What are we doing, Barnsey? Pick. You have to choose. Poof or bun? Poof or bun? Poof or bun? Poof or bun? Bun or poof is dealer choice. Well, I'm going to go for bun then, because I like buns. I like buns, and if it's my choice, I'm doing a bun. Because I have buns. I have buns. I like buns. So if it's my choice, I'm going to go bun. Cute art, thank you. Wait, do you mean my art or do you mean Barnsey's art I just showed? You might have meant Barnsey. Barnsey is adorable. Barnsey is adorable. I fucking love Marinky's art style. Also, I'm stupid and I closed that image. Whoopsie. Where did you go, Barnsey? Come back. Come back, Barnsey. Stop hiding from me. Come back here, you slippery little one. You slippery one. You get back here. You get back here. There we go. You can sit over there where I can see you. Also, Emote Lab has front horns now. Oh, does it? I fucking love Emote Lab. The new animations they keep adding are so good. I love the new toilet one. They've added little toilet animations. They're so good. I have a little animation now of me, a little accurate animation of me browsing TikTok while on the toilet, and sending like half my FYP to my friends. I have an accurate emote for it now. I should add that to 7TV with the name TikTok, and then if anyone ever says TikTok in chat, it'll just bring up a little image of me scrolling my phone on the toilet. Does EmoteLab have Wisp support? Asking for a friend. I don't know if you would be able to make Wisp yet. I don't think. I know they've added like tails and stuff, but I don't think they've added stuff that would let you make a Wisp. I don't think. I'm trying to think. I don't think you could. Go piss, girl. Who needs to piss? Who needs to piss? I don't need to piss. I pissed before stream. I'm in the process of refueling my piss. I'm piss free right now. I'm piss free. Just looking for any toilet related modes? Fair. Fair. I got my piss right here. I got my where am I? I got my piss right here. I always got my piss handy. I always got my piece handy. I'm piss free but full of shit. Wait, me too. Me too. Because I think with hang on, I'm gonna look at my files quickly. Where EmoteLab. Yeah, because this is how EmoteLab works, right? It's like similar to like Live 2D. Oh god, wait, come back. Similar to Live 2D models, like it works off texture atlases. So you do have some custom like things. Like you can see like these ones where they've got like my hair on it and stuff because I've redrawn them. But the way it works, like as you can see, like the colored border behind everything, like anything you redraw custom has to fit within like the parameters of these shapes, right? It has to fit within that. And I don't think, I don't know, could you do just, I wonder if you could maybe like do like the hair and the face and stuff like all the same color maybe? I don't know. I would have to maybe fuck about with it. I would maybe have to fuck about with it. I will say you definitely, like, obviously for a Wisp, you wouldn't be able to do anything that, like, took advantage of, like, the legs or the body. But, like, the leg and the body on EmoteLab are, like, very simple anyway, and they don't do a huge amount. So I don't think that's necessarily a huge loss. Because, like, this is EmoteLab, right? This is EmoteLab. And so this is what like a default model looks like, right? So like I feel like for Wisp, the biggest problem would be like obviously if you use like the head and hair layers to like make the wispiness, unless you had like stationary eyes, because like the eyes do like have like movements and like like blinks and stuff to them. So if you want to take advantage of that, like your eyes would need to be in that position. But then technically your hands, like if you did do like little wispy hands, your hands would technically be lower than I think they're normally like shown as. But like the fact that they're detached wouldn't matter for Wisp, because like obviously your hands are actually detached. So that aspect of it wouldn't matter. I don't know if the hands have a. I don't know if the hands have a custom atlas though. No, I don't want that one. I want a custom one. I want a custom ones. Do they have hands on them? Yes, I don't know if you would be able to make the hands look wispy. Because the hands aren't on a custom atlas. You could technically redraw the hands, but like you would have to find which one of these has like the hands on it and redraw it. But for stuff that isn't on the custom atlas, you can only redraw it within the shape of these things. If you draw anything, so like say you want to like change the shape of the birthday cake, if you drew anything outside of that shape, it wouldn't show up. It would just be like really awkwardly cut up. So I don't know. I don't know how good you could make a wisp work or not. I can, not right now, but like I can try have like a fuck around of it tomorrow. And like see if we can get anything like decently wispy from like texture atlas and stuff. We can have a go. I know you definitely like it would need to be done with like custom atlas, like custom meshes. You definitely wouldn't be able to do it based on like the presets alone. You definitely wouldn't be able to do it based on presets alone. I'm pretty confident of that much. But you might be able to make something with custom bits. But I would need to have a better look to see how doable it would be. It's one of those things that I'm not very good at like envisioning, you know? I'd have to like give it a go. I'm not very good at like mentally envisioning how things would work. I'd need to like practically give it a go and see. That bun is like way too big, but trust the process. we can rescale the bun, don't panic. Into a washing machine hot. Don't do it if there's a lot of effort though. It was mostly just curious. Yeah, but now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm curious too, and I want to know. Now I'm curious too. And curiosity is a powerful drug. I think maybe I need to make the ribbon a bit smaller. We're gonna go with that for now. We can, if we don't like it when we come to colouring it, we can tweak it a bit. I think that's okay scale-wise, though. Is the bun okay, Barnsey? Also found out today, aphantasia is apparently more common in autistic... Don't say that, Wisp. Don't say that, Wisp. There's no way that's true. You know my mum says I'm normal. You know my mum says I'm normal. That might be true, but it's definitely not the case for me. Shower taken, ice mat, aquatic, and of wood. Don't ask me what that means. Teeth brushed. Are you going to brush yours? Off to sleep now. Good night. Good night, Mr. Lion. Have good sleepies. Have good sleepies, Mr. Lion. All my friends say, Jackson, you are dying. Are you even trying? No idea what aphantasia is. Yeah, aphantasia is when you can't visualize objects. So, like, if someone says to you, like, imagine an apple, like, can you physically see an apple in your head? Because apparently some spooky bitches can conjure up apples in their heads. And not me. Not me, though. I can't. There's like, there's a scale, isn't there? Like, aphantasia. Jackson, you are dying. Are you even trying? Yeah, like, you have this thing, right? This is like the thing. So, like, if you mentally try and envision something, that there's like different levels to how much you can see. So, like, some people can see things in like full like photorealistic detail. Some people can like literally, like Mia says, like when I've talked to Mia about this before, like Mia says not only can he imagine like a literal apple in his head, like he can like rotate it around and stuff, you know? That's what Mia says he can do, which honestly just sounds like witchcraft to me. But yeah, then you can see it in like, you know, less detail, you can see it in less color, you can see like just like an outline. Or if you're like me, I am level 5. I see nothing. Like if you ask me to imagine an apple, like I will say, like, if you say like, right, picture an apple in your head, I'll say, yep. But like when I say yes to that question, I'm not physically picturing an apple. Like I'm thinking of an apple because I know what an apple looks like, right? So like I'm thinking of an apple, but like I don't see it. Like I will say yeah, like if you ask me to picture an apple, I'll be like, yeah, I see it. But like I don't mean I literally see it, you know. I just mean that like, yeah, I know in my head, you know, I know what an apple looks like, you know. Like I know what an apple looks like. So if you ask me like, can you see an apple in your head, I'll be like, yeah. But it's more that I just like, you know, I know what an apple looks like. It's not because I literally see the apple in my head. Does knowing I'm supposed to see it count? No, you might have aphantasia. You might be part of aphantasia gang without even knowing. One of us. I was a prey carnivore. But why are we not moving? I'm kind of like, I know it was just like a really quick sketch. I know I got your hair wrong. I did get your hair wrong, but I'm kind of impressed of like how close I got your outfit in my doodle. I'm kind of impressed. I had like, I had the high neck. I had a little bit of like the the funky top thing. I had the baggy arms. I had a couple belts, and I even had like the different knee thing on the right leggy. I can conjure an apple in my mind. Yeah, you can conjure clowns too. Yeah, not such a good power now, is it? Not such a cool power now, is it, Giri? When you're trying to read the One Piece manga and you're seeing Buggy in full clown colors. Not such a cool power then, is it? Fuck the clown! It's so funny as well because like I've seen people from like both ends of the spectrums because like you got people like me who are like, oh, drawing stuff's really hard because like, I can't picture it in my head. But then like people who don't have aphantasia have the opposite problem because they often like see things in their head better than they can like physically draw. It's like basically art sucks at every end of the spectrum. Art sucks everywhere in the process. Because if you have aphantasia, you're like, oh, it must be so much easier. Like if you can just see things in your head. But then people who can see things in their head are often kind of like of the mentality of like it's like both a blessing and a curse kind of thing. Because being able to see what you want in your head clearly, but not bring it to fruition, it is like a whole nother world of pain sort of thing. I don't want to conjure that shit. He's supposed to be like a really cool character, but he make my screen cool. He's vile. He's vile. And like I wouldn't even like I don't class myself as having a clown phobia. I'm in the camp of like I just really don't like them. I don't like them. They make me feel a bit icky and uncomfortable. But I wouldn't class it as like a fear or a phobia. But like Buggy is vile. Such an unnecessary character. Like they really didn't have to do all that. Rescue May, rescue May. Art is suffering. Art is suffering. Can see in head, cannot see it on paper. Kind of the same thing when I deal with them out. I can picture the name. If you told me to spell the name, no, fuck that. Oh, Bungie, you were so cute. You were so small and so cute. I always feel like I'm drawing like extra chibi when I draw Barnsley. Because she's just so small and so cute.
Egg.
Egg. Egg. Egg. Chat, did you guys get Easter eggs or do you not care? I didn't have Easter eggs. I don't really give a shit about Easter. I don't know if that's like an unpopular opinion or not. Personally, I don't give a shit about Easter. I genuinely couldn't even tell you the last time I had like an Easter egg on Easter. even when I was a kid, I didn't always get an Easter egg. So it's just like Easter's never something that's really been that ingrained in me. And so that just kind of naturally followed through to adulthood, you know? So I just never really gave a shit about Easter. I brought my own. I got Easter egg and 2 chocolate bar. I don't really care about anything, but things I do care for, I really care. That's a mood. If I don't care about something, I literally could not care less. But if I care about something, I'm like devoted. If you ever want to know how devoted, just I'll show you my folder of all my hero drawings. I think that speaks volumes. If you ever want to know the lengths of my devotion, just ask me how many times I've drawn hero, and I'll pull up the folders because I couldn't tell you the number. It's been too many. It's been too many. I lost track of the number long. I think last time we counted, we were up to like 50, 60-ish pictures. And I've drawn him more since then, so God knows what the actual total is now. But if I like something, I really like something. If I like something, I like that shit with my entire heart. Kiwi! Is it bedtime? No! I knew you were gonna say it's bedtime! Kiwi, you gonna stream tomorrow? Kiwi, are you gonna stream tomorrow? Are you gonna stream tomorrow, Kiwi? Wait, I'm at Mum's tomorrow. Fuck, I won't be able to enjoy it even if you do. I won't be able to enjoy it even if you do stream. What a fucked up day. What a fucked up day. I want to. Hayes work from home, so there might be need to mute. And wow, I'm not going to be able to enjoy it anyway. Also, thank you for the save, Bobbington. I hope you have good sleepies, Geary. Come here, let me give you a kiss. Let me give you a kiss. Hold on. I'm gonna look at the sky for a second to get into position. Are you ready, Geary? I'll give you a good night kiss. Are you ready? Are you ready? Lock in, chat. We got Yumi to work on. Hell yeah. Good night, Gary. I hope you have good sleepies. I love you. I love you, Gary. I love you. Twitch has been weird again. I keep having to refresh stream to hit the save redeem. Really? Twitch really is a platform, isn't it? Twitch really is a platform. I still can't believe the thing not letting me chat in Twitch was the fucking Frankerface Z add-on. And I'm still really upset about it because the only reason I use Frankerface is because it has like the audio compressor, which like boosts the volume. And I really struggle to hear like streams properly without it. So I'm in pain now. I'm in pain because I can't hear streams properly and it makes me very sad.
Mega with Franker faces be like, can you let me in please?
Yeah, can someone let me chat please? 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 Literally me, literally me. Because like genuinely, like without the audio compressor thing, like because my speakers aren't great, but like I will have my speakers and my stream at like max volume, you know. No, not my speakers. I'll have like the stream and stuff max volume, and like if I listen to Spotify on max volume, it's really loud, you know, it's really loud. But like streams just aren't like the voice part streams. It's never loud enough without the Frankerface compressor thing. Plus, I can like barely hear like the game sounds and like music and stuff in like through my speakers. Which also kind of sucks because like, you know, sometimes you want to hear what's going on in the game. But like, I just can't hear half the time. Maybe her skill issue? Thoughts, chat? Maybe her skill issue? It's like my own little special slice of hell. You can disable 7TV instead of FFZ. Well, it's FFZ that causes the problem. If I have FFZ enabled, I can't chat. It doesn't give me a chat box or anything. I don't see what anyone else is saying in chat. I don't have a chat input or anything. I tried disabling like Better TV and 7TV, and the only thing that brings me my chat back is if I get rid of Frankerface. Everything else will play together nicely, but Frankerface will not play with its friends. Frankerface just woke up one day and decided it wasn't going to play with them anymore. Like that Toy Story meme. I don't want to play with you anymore. Miss Moo, you've got... I told you guys, I said about 10:30, 11 o'clock, Yumi was going to come in here and be like, you went live while I was out again. I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I was like so close to the time scale as well. I was actually so close to the time too. That's so funny. That's so funny. Hi, Yumi. Hi, Yumi. How you doing? I turned off FSC ages ago, but then I still had 3 days of no chat. Man. Like literally the only thing I use on FFZ is the audio compressor. And I tried, like, I don't know how the FFZ one works, but it's like magic. Because I tried looking at, like, extensions, right? Browser extensions that do the same thing. But, like, any browser extension that does, like, a volume boost, like, it makes, like, the audio, like, really weird and tinny. Like, I downloaded a couple the other day when I was watching Toru, and I spent fucking ages. Oh my god, I was so pissed off on Toru's fucking April Fool's stream. I was so pissed off, man, because, okay, I did end up going for a nap, and I slept through the first part of it. That was my bad. But when I got to my PC and I started trying to watch the stream, he'd been live for like 39 minutes. I distinctly remember he had been live for 39 minutes, and I thought, oh man, I've missed like 40 minutes of Toru. And then I couldn't chat, and I tried refreshing my browser. I like refreshed my browser so many times, and I tried restarting my browser. I tried different internet browsers. I tried so many different things. I tried restarting my PC, and nothing worked. And then I did start trying to turn on and off like extensions, and like that wasn't helping anything until eventually I turned off FFC, and I was like, oh. Because I think I ended up like turning off all my extensions, and then I got chat again, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like one by one turn things back on and see what breaks it. And the only thing that broke it was anytime 7TV was not 7TV, anytime FFZ was re-enabled, I lost my chat. Yeah, we did listen to your song too. We did listen to your song too. Have you tried using Voicemeeter? Not an extension, but can increase volume. Voicemeeter can eat my ass. I fucking hate Voicemeeter. I used to use Voicemeeter back when I like started streaming. I used to use Voicemeeter for my audio back then, and I fucking hated it. I always had issues with it. I'm a certified Voicemeeter hater. I don't doubt it's good in the right hands, but it's not good in my hands. This shit's not good in my hands, man. Till I reach the end and then I start again. said you were going to bed. I love you being here, don't get me wrong, but I thought you were going to bed. I thought you were going to bed, Missy. I thought you were, yeah, you should go to bed. You should go to bed. No, we can't have your song again, Yumi, because I can't see my screens properly and I can't use my mouse properly and it's too awkward to change song. So we can't have it again. Unless the playlist does magically pick it on its own again. But on the grounds it has already been played today, I doubt that's going to happen. I've got both enabled again now, fixed for me at least. Maybe I'll try re-enable it, like, if I remember tomorrow then. Maybe I'll try it again tomorrow. The weird thing was as well, it wasn't even every stream because like I was trying to watch Vivi in the morning and I couldn't get in her chat, but I looked in other people's chats and I could get their chats. So like I started panicking. I was like, have I been banned? And like, did Vivi like ban me? But I'm like, I don't even like talk in chat. Like how would I have done anything to get banned? But then I did go to other chats where I had the same issue. So I was like, oh, it must be a Twitch bug. And then like when I was trying to chat in Toru's and I couldn't get Toru's chat, I was like clicking through other channels. And again, there were other channels that I could chat in, but not Toru's. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get chat in Toru's channel. And like I ended up spending like a good like, I think like 45 minutes in the end before I was actually able to like fucking talk. And then the game ended up being shit anyway. And like Toru ended stream like fucking 10 minutes after I got to chat. Fucking 10 minutes after I got to the point where I could actually interact with the stream. He ended and I was so sad. I totally get why he ended, but I was still sad about it. I'm like, fuck's sake. I was really looking forward to this stream. And I fucking missed not being able to chat through like the majority of it. Now he's gone. Now he's gone and I'll never see his face again. Can you do it, Tyra? I don't know if you're listening, but if you are, can you do that again next year? But like, play a good game, please and thank you. Playlist, you love me and you want to play it again. Yumi's like, I'm on my hands and knees. I'm begging. He was like, please, playlist, can please. Throw it away, forget yesterday, we'll make the great escape. I know there's like a lot of overlapping lines and stuff at the moment, Barnesy. I will clean it up when I come to do the colour, don't worry. Don't worry, we will clean you up. It's gonna look worse before it gets better, but we'll get there, probably. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe, probably. Throw it away, forget yesterday. I even watched the VOD. I will admit, I didn't go and watch the VOD. I won't lie. Because I just don't like VODs, man. I can't interact with VODs. And I'm stupid, and I will try. I will fucking sit here, and like something funny or confusing will happen. Something will happen that I want input into, and I will try and chat, and I'll get confused. Like, where's the chat box? Why can't I chat? And then I remember I'm watching a fucking VOD, and I get sad. Because I am that stupid. I am literally that stupid. Now you might sit there thinking, maybe there's no way you're that stupid, but I am. I am exactly that stupid. Watching VODs is like it's like a last minute resort to me. Watching a VOD is like a very last minute resort. We'll make the great escape. Streams over VODs, yeah. I can't rage bait a VOD, man. I can't rage bait a VOD. I supposed to rage bait Hero in a VOD? How can I rage bait Toru in a VOD? I can't. I wouldn't rage bait Geary. We love Geary. We don't rage bait Geary. But like, how can I rage bait the boys in a VOD? I can't. How can I laugh at Hero and call him a little baby man in a VOD? I can't. It sucks. VODs suck. I had that when I had to watch Mia's fucking Poppy Playtime. Saw he streamed it on Monday. Tried to die like 10 plus times. Oh, it's the worst, man. It's the fucking worst. I have watched Heroes VODs before, but like it's always just so sad. It's always just so sad. Pew, 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 pew. I'm gonna have to simplify your belts a little bit, Barnsey. And just because we're going quite chibi and quite small. Please do. I just don't like silence, so I'd rather watch a VOD than nothing at all. That's fair. That's fair. I don't really like silence either. If I'm not watching a live stream, I will normally have like either music on or I'll have like a YouTube video on or something. I'll have like a YouTube video essay or like a commentary VTuber or something. Not VTuber, a commentary YouTuber. I'll have something like that on in the background, you know? And keep the voices at bay. I can't be left alone too long with the voices, you know? You know what it's like. One does not simply get left alone with the voices. Okay, we will do the big buckle. La 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 la. La 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 la. The voices keep me company and they always want to do things that doesn't let them. My lawyer said I shouldn't let the voices win. Oh, on the subject of the voices. On the subject of voices, hang on, I gotta find a DM quickly. I sent Hero a really cute DM the other day. I gotta find it. Where is he? I sent Hero a really cute picture of a snail the other day. I sent it to him and I was like, this is what it looks like when the snail has an idea. Look at this snail. Look how cute he is. How cute is that? How cute is that? That's exactly what my brain feels like. When my brain lights up with an idea to draw Hero, that's exactly what it looks like, chat. That's exactly what it looks like. When I get a mischievous little idea to doodle Hero, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. The little snail perks up. That's what the Hero snail looks like. I just spat on my remote control. Yummy! Go spit. Oh, but Kiri went to bed. Now I can't ask her if this is French. Chat, is this French? This sounds kind of French. The snail's been a bit quiet for a while, but I've been busy like cooking up like debut assets and stuff, and now I'm busy with these little redeem comms and stuff. So I've been a bit busy. I've been a bit busy for the snail. But Hero assures me that he's probably cooking up a banger idea, and I trust in Hero. I trust in Hero. If Hero says the snail was cooking up a banger, I choose to believe him.
Mambo.
Mambo. Omatsuri Mambo. This does feel French. I feel like this sounds French. Hero, we need the snail to be active. No, the snail needs to stay dormant for a bit because I got a lot of work to do. The snail can stay dormant for a little bit as a treat because Megu's got a lot of paid work to do. So it would actually be kind of helpful if the snail stayed a bit quiet for a little bit. The snail can quietly bide its time for a little bit. It sounds snooty, must be French. Wait, so true, excellent. So true. I love just asking Geary stuff. I'll be like, Geary, is this French? Because I know Geary isn't like fully fluent in French. But like, she knows a bit of French and she hears French people all the time. Because like, obviously she lives in France. So like, my brain is like, Geary will know. Geary will know if this is French. And if she doesn't know, you know, Geary can just say to Hey, like, hey babe, is this French? And then Hay will be able to tell her because Hay is actually native and fluent in French. So Hay will definitely know. I always ask Geary. I'm always like, Geary, is this French? I've done it with Mr. Line before, like in TikToks and stuff. I'll like send Mr. Line a TikTok and I'll be like, is this German? I'm just an inquisitive little guy. I'm an inquisitive little guy. I'm curious, you know? I might not be a cat girl anymore, technically, but I've still got the curious cat energy, you know? I've still got curious cat energy. I'm still a very curious little being. This is why I fucking DM Hero a lot as well. I've had to start DMing Geary as well, because Geary felt left out when she realised I was doing it to Hero. But I do with Hero with Warframe. I like see anything like biomechanical related on Twitter or something, and I slide into Hero's DMs like, is this a Warframe? That's what I do. I just slide in there like, is this a Warframe, Hero? But now I have to send them to Geary too, because Geary was upset when she found out I was doing that. Geary was upset that I didn't consult her now. So now Geary and Hero get my Warframe questions. This is the part where Barnsley's like, what about me? What about me? What about my input on if it's a Warframe? You should just make a Discord channel. Channel name, is this a Warframe? Just me posting every day. Yo lads, is this the Warframe? Although I have got better at recognising them. I'm right. I'm right most of the times I ask. I'm getting good at recognising them. I still have absolutely no interest in actually playing. But I like being able to indulge in my friendo's hobbies with them, you know? It's nice being able to, like, take an in. A critical little prick. Actually, such a little prick. Me with Hero and Geary and Warframe, like, I really love just paying interest in my friends' interests. You know, I love being able to share their interests with them. Me of World of Warcraft, I just don't care. Chat, am I toxic? Am I toxic, chat? I might be toxic. I might be toxic. Whoopsie. Anyway. I can't be the baddie. My hat doesn't have skulls on it. I can't be a baddie. I would have a hat with skulls on it if I was bad. Wait, stream died for a moment? Did it? Oh. Am I back now? I'm guessing I'm back because you guys can throw offerings to the void. Oh my god, Yumi, you gotta scam first. And you gotta scam first. Congratulations. I didn't notice. I was drawing and yapping. Wait, what was the last thing you guys heard me say? What was the last thing you guys heard me say? Because I was talking about being really toxic, and if you guys didn't hear that, then I'm not repeating it. If you guys didn't hear what I said, I'm not repeating it, because I was being toxic. I heard Mia and it died. Brilliant. I will not be elaborating. I will not be elaborating. That is perfect just the way it is. I had to restart the app. Apparently the stream just straight up died. I don't know why it died, but apparently it died. How can we make this Mia's fault? How do we make this Mia's fault, chat?
Welcome back, Megu. Also
Hi.
Mambo.
Mambo! I'm at 3. Mambo! I still haven't done a career with her yet. You look like my next mistake. That was gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. What is noise? Oh, the British VTuber Awards! Welcome in. Welcome to the Moo Crew. I feel like your legs were still a bit long, Bounds. Yeah, I'm nerfing your legs a little bit. I'm nerfing your little leggies a bit. I'm nerfing your leggies a bit. I feel like you were looking a bit too leggy. I feel like you were looking a bit too leggy there. We can't have people inaccurately thinking you've got long leggies. I don't know how your legs ended up so much longer in the line out than the sketch. Oh damn! The British VTuber Awards are here. Sheesh. They must be lost. They must be lost. I don't know why they're here. I mean, I am British and I'm a VTuber, I guess. But there's nothing award worthy here. There's nothing award worthy here. I think they might be lost. Got a long list of ex-lovers. And you love the game. Hey, why am I in jail? You didn't even give a reason. You didn't even give a reason. You can't just use a jail emote. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. These are false grounds for jailing. Not drawing Slutty Hero. That is not a crime. That is not a crime. Slutty Hero can come after. Oh, I'm done. I do have an idea. I do have an idea of what I'm going to draw for yours, Hero. And I do have an idea of what I'm going to draw for your one. Because me and Geary decided that the money she spent, because she was like, you know, like, you don't have to refund me. Like, I just wanted to support a friend. Like, you know, I'm still happy for you to just like have the money as support, even though, you know, you already funded my redeem for me. But I really didn't want to do the pay it forward thing because it's really hard for my dumb brain to keep track of shit like that. So I really didn't want to just do a pay it forward thing. So I was like, can we nominate someone to donate it to? And then she was like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then I was like, ooh, let's give it to Hero. And we both agreed that was the best idea. So Hero will be getting one. And I do have an idea for what I'm going to do with Hero. I have an idea. Ideas are had. Well, bam, here I am. Killing stream is her crime? I don't think I did that. I don't think that was my fault. I'm pretty confident that wasn't my fault. I was just, my head was down. I was just drawing, man. I was just drawing. My head was down. I was grinding. I was grinding. Rat-ta-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta-ta. We did. She's a self-deppy liar. I've never told a lie in my life. I don't know what you guys are saying. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm like the world's least liar. Does this look like the face of a lie to you? It's like the face of a lie to you. I'm just a sweet, innocent little being. Rat-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta. Rat-ta-ta-ta. To me, yes. What the fuck, here? I've been nice to you today. I've been nice to you today, and this is how you repay me? I haven't been mean to you at all today. I haven't even called you a cat boy today or anything. And this is how you repay me? We will remember this. We will remember this. I'm bonkers. Little bit bonkers. I'm bonkers. Looks like a cutie and cuties don't lie. Ask Kisser. Why are you being so mean, hero? Why are you being so mean? What did I do? I've been nice to you today. Why are you being not nice to me? What gives? Funny. Why do I only get the Omega motivation at midnight? Yeah, why do you think all my art streams have been starting in the evening, Wiz? I sit here with CSV open most of the day, and I don't put diddly squat down on the canvas. And then nighttime comes around, and I'm like, oh, my creativity, it's alive! I was fucking, what time was it? I was laid in bed last night, fucking DMing Toru. What time was it? Yeah, I'm fucking DMing Toru last night at like 2:45 in the morning. I was like still DMing him. And I like messaged him with like a really crudely drawn like finger doodle from my phone. Because I was thinking about, because you know how we've got Megu, right? We got Megu and we got the Void. But like the Void isn't a chat mascot. The Void is just like, he's just like, he is like the physical embodiment of the Void, you know? Because like the whole lore thing is that like, you know, like he tried to absorb a Megu, but instead like Megu like partially absorbed him, and now he's like split. So that's why like the Void is the Void. But like the Void isn't a chat mascot. But I had an idea last night at like fucking like 2:30 in the morning. I had an idea about a chat mascot, and I'm not gonna say what it is yet because I haven't started drawing it up yet or anything. So I'm not gonna say what my idea was. But I had an idea that is like very adjacent to an existing piece of media. So I'm like DMing Toru. I'm like, if I did something like this as my new mascot, like, do you think this is too similar to this other thing? Or like, do you think people would even care if it was? And then I'm just like laid in bed. Like I wasn't even on my PC at this point or anything. I was in bed. I was in bed, but like the thought just hit me like a brain blast. And like I had to get the thought out somewhere, you know, because I don't trust me to sleep on an idea and remember it. I don't trust me to sleep on an idea and remember it. So I just sounded off in Toru's DMs. And as luck would have it, he was awake at the time. So he replied to me, and then we just had a back and forth on it for like half an hour. But yeah, like I genuinely do feel like, for better or for worse, my creativity does genuinely come alive at night. like all memes aside about like hating you guys and stuff with the stream title and shit, but like genuinely, like the evening is when my creative side comes alive. It genuinely is. Normally, if I draw something during the daytime, it's normally like as a result of something, you know, like I will draw like a shit post because like, you know, like Toru said something stupid. So I've like drawn like a little Toru shit post before. Like, do you remember when I drew that like bitch who shits? I can't remember the context behind it now. But we were talking about shitting for some reason, and I asked chat. Oh no, I think Toru went to the toilet or something. And I asked chat. I was like, "Chat, do you think Toru is a girl who poops or a bitch who shits?" And chat decided that Toru was a bitch who shits. So then I just drew. I don't know where I saved it. I don't know. Is it in here? I don't even remember what I named. Yeah, it is in here. This is the one. Bitch that shits. I just drew this randomly. I just like said something stupid on stream, and then I was like, hang on a minute, I'm gonna draw it. Like that's the kind of thing I draw like during the daytime. It would be like just like spontaneous, like spur of the moment little things that sparked my mind, you know? Or like if the snail gives me an idea of like something to doodle for Hero. You know, that's the kind of shit I'll draw during the daytime. But if it's like not like something prompted by, you know, an activity or an action or something, if it's unprompted by external factors, then I mainly create in the evenings. Hey, I don't see any nerds here. This is not a nerd zone. This is a cool people's only zone. This is a cool people's only zone. We ain't nerds here. We need to make Toru to make voice files so you can TDS. I did look into, because you know how like you can do like I wouldn't do like the question and answer thing like Mia has, because that costs money and I don't have money. But I did look into like doing the TTS pet thing, but like I physically can't find any free service that has a voice even remotely close to feeling voidy. So I can't really do that. I did look into it. I genuinely did look into it as a possibility. But like, I can't find a voice that's like close enough that I'm happy with. So we probably won't have any kind of TTS for the Void, like, ever. I think the closest kind of solution I could find is like, I think one of the services, I can't remember which one it is. It might have been Tangia or it might have been a different one. I can't remember. But there is a service that like lets you, like they give you a script to read and you can like basically record this script and then it makes a TTS off your voice. That's like the closest thing I could find. But like, I would feel bad asking Toru to do that. I would feel bad asking Toru to do that. Plus, as well, because it's like, you know, because it's like a really like kind of raspy, like growly, goblin-y kind of voice. Like, I'm not sure how well that would work for TTS, you know, like, because there were times in the lore video where like it was hard to understand what he was saying, sort of thing, you know. So I'm not sure how well it would even like actually work as TTS. I did think about it, but I don't think it's really gonna work. Look at you guys. Yeah, you look so cute together. Mom says, you guys look so adorable next to each other. You guys are so fucking cute. Look at you. Look at you. You guys are just like, wow. Megu's legs are so long. Good night, hero. Have sweet dreams, Banui. Do you want a bedtime kiss? Are you still here? Are you still here? Do you want a good night kiss? Do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss, hero? Hero. Do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss? Do you want a kiss, hero? Mwah. Good night, Hero. I hope you have sweet Banui dreams. Have sweet Banui dreams, Hero. Even though you were mean and want to put me in jail. This is a dork zone, nerds the smart way. Actually true. Wait, actually true. I feel like dork does suit us more. I feel like dork or dweeb would suit us more than nerds. I don't think we're really nerds. I don't think we're really nerds. I do feel like nerd doesn't really fit. Does your... I'm pretty sure your reference has color swatches. It does. Oh my god. Barnsey, my goat. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Hell yeah. That will come in handy. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. No, we're autistic. That's a difference. But my mum says I'm normal. My mum says I'm normal. There's no way I'm autistic. Surely Mother Moo wouldn't lie to me. Oh my god, that fucking that fucking TikTok I saw the other day that I fucking posted in Discord with the girl whose dad said that, like, you know, like, why are you getting an autism diagnosis? Autism doesn't run in our family. That shit was so funny. That was so funny. No, don't be silly, daughter. There's no autism in our family. House surrounded by signs of autism. I swear my mum's autistic too, because like she exhibits so many of the symptoms that like I've learned about myself that are autistic traits, and she exhibits like way too many similar symptoms. And like when I think about like how, like, I don't remember a shit ton about my dad, but like knowing from like what I've heard, like my dad with like his like car tinkering and his cycling as well. And then like my granddad actually did have a train, like my granddad did have a train set up in the spare bedroom of a house. It wasn't as grand as that video I put on TikTok. It wasn't that grand, but it was pretty, considering our financial situation. It was fairly significant. It was a much smaller scale than the one I posted on like the other day, because like our financial means were a lot less. But for the money and space we had, it was still fairly significant, you know? And then like my nan had a display cabinet with like, she used to have like you know, like all the like cut crystal glass stuff. She used to have like loads of like glasses and like whiskey and brandy decanters and stuff like that. She used to have like, she collected stuff like that, which she used to have like displayed in this like big war unit thing. And she had, do you remember those like old lady, like little like, do you know what I mean? Like the plates, that like the decorative old lady plates that they would like have on the wall. Like she had loads of those as well, stuff like that. But yeah, there's no way my family could be autistic either. There's definitely signs of, you know, like fixations and collections and, you know, like the food and texture aversions and all that kind of stuff. There's evidence of all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there's no way it's autism. There's no way. We would surely know if it was autism. Surely we'd know if it was autism. Like, my mum won't eat meat, and it's not because of like vegetarianism or veganism or anything like that. It's not because of animal rights or anything like that. My mum won't eat meat because she can't stomach the texture of it. The texture of meat makes her feel sick, and she can't. Like, my mum with meat is the way I am with vegetables. My mum with meat is like I am with vegetables. But again, that definitely means nothing. That definitely means nothing. She definitely dislikes me in a very normal, definitely not autistic way. The only meat my mum will eat, like, she can eat like minced up meat, so like she can eat like sausages and burgers, and she can have like minced meat and like spaghetti bolognese and stuff like that, but she can't eat like steak or bacon or like chunks of chicken and stuff like that. She doesn't like the kind of fibrous texture of it. So she doesn't eat like meat or fish or anything like that at all because she can't stomach the texture of it. But it definitely in a very normal way. And like, I know it's a different condition, so I know it's not exactly the same, but like, my brother has been diagnosed, like, from when he was really young. My brother is diagnosed with dyspraxia, which is also counted as like a neurodiverse condition because it is another condition like autism and ADHD and stuff like that. It is, like a problem with like development in the brain and stuff. And, a lot of times it's not a guarantee. It's not like, if you have dyspraxia, you're definitely autistic or stuff like that. But like, like a lot of times things like that do overlap with like other conditions and stuff, on the neurodiverse spectrum. And if there is a family history of it, again, it's not a guarantee it's going to pass down, but it also does very commonly pass down. And so like I feel like I've got plenty of reason to be suspicious, It's not like I've seen a couple quirky TikToks and been like, oh my god, I'm so autistic. Like, between people peer reviewing me and my own research and then like looking into like family behavior and history and stuff, I feel like I've got significant reasons to believe, but I can't tell my mum that. I can't tell my mum that. We tried once and it didn't go down well, so we just we either take that secret to our grave, or if I do get a diagnosis while my mum's still alive, if I get an official diagnosis, then I probably will tell her at some point. But I'm all the time I'm undiagnosed, I'm not bringing it up again. There's no way I'm bringing it up again all the time I'm undiagnosed, because I feel like I'm just asking for trouble. At least if I do get my diagnosis that I'm on the waiting list for, if I do get the diagnosis, then like she can't just dismiss me at that point, because like it would have been like properly assessed and agreed by a medical professional. So she can't keep denying it at that point, right? Is my logic. No, that's kind of my logic. So I don't plan on trying to have that conversation with her again until I do have a diagnosis. But I don't know how long it's going to take because I am on the very long NHS waiting list and I still haven't gone to my doctors to ask if I have right to choose. So I'm going to stay on the very long waiting list for the foreseeable. Lines. Oh, it's hair. Oh, so we need to get rid of these lines. Me and Ash had a convo, and I get my ADHD from my grand/dad and my autism from my mum. Sharing is caring, Barnsey. Sharing is caring. I think that's what they'd probably say, right? No, we want glasses up there. There we go. I'm gonna move the Void a little closer so he matches up with Barnsley a bit better. Okay, I think I'm gonna say that's line up done for that one. I think we're gonna say line up done, and I think, chat, given that it is midnight, I think I am gonna end stream here. I think I am gonna end stream here because it is midnight and it is getting late. So I feel like finishing the line out is a good stopping point. I'm not gonna be able to finish this on stream tonight. So I feel like finishing the line out on stream is a good stopping point. Plus, Mia is back to work tomorrow, so we probably will be going to bed earlier tonight than we have been like the last week. So yeah, I think we're gonna stop here, chat. I think we're gonna stop here. Plus, half my audience is gonna be going to bed soon as well. So half my audience is gonna be going to bed sooner rather than late. We've already lost a few. We've already lost a few, and we're only gonna lose more. Thank you, Bobbington. Here we go. I've saved. Thank you all. Makes you wonder, serial killers and stalkers wonder if they're autistic. My dad was like, there's no such thing like autism, but he's 82. It didn't exist back then, but so it's not yet. Yeah, I feel like my mum has the same kind of mentality, which she shouldn't do, considering my brother's like history and diagnosis with dyspraxia. But she does, so, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You're off all week? Oh, nice. Mia's home all week this week, which is nice, because he's on like a training course thing. So Mia's at home this week, which is nice, because that means I don't have to do any taxi duties. I don't have any stinky taxi duties this week, which is nice. But I will be out tomorrow. I'm visiting Mum tomorrow. I didn't go around today because it's Bank Holiday Monday. So yeah, I didn't go today. So I will be going to Mum's tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow. My streams will probably still be quite sporadic. I've been really down in dumps recently. I think I'm on a period. It's kind of hard for me to tell because I don't physically bleed because I've got the contraceptive implant. I don't physically bleed, but I do often still get like a lot of the like associated hormonal symptoms of periods. And I have been very, very depresso and lethargic and stuff. So I feel like it might be hormonal. I think it might be hormonal. But that's why I kind of haven't been around a lot again, because like I just got over the stuff with the tablet and I was like, yeah, I can stream. Like, this is so cool. I'm happy now. And then I just went back down the dumps. So, but I haven't felt too bad today. I've been okay most of the day. So hopefully that shit's passing. Hopefully that shit's passing. I don't know for sure, but hopefully it is. So I will try and be a bit more present, but also I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm also not guaranteeing anything. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream here, and I'm gonna end without raiding out again, because I don't think we got any raids today, did we? I don't think we did. So I don't have to feel guilty about being lazy and ending without raiding. So I am just gonna end. I am just gonna end, chat. I'm gonna end and start winding down for sleepy time. Start winding down for sleepy time. I'm gonna take my magnesium and get ready for bed, methinks. Oh, it's playing the best song. I love this song. Do you remember how long we waited for this to play for Geary? Good times. Stream one more hour? No. No. Not one more hour. But yeah, so I'm going to go, chat. Probably won't see you tomorrow. Hopefully Wednesday. I'm not deliberately streaming late. Again, like I said earlier, it's just kind of been when the urge to do things has been hitting. It's just been hitting late recently. It's not intentional. It's not like I'm trying to stream Like, it's just what keeps happening. It's just what keeps happening. As usual, I don't make any promises. If you see me, you'll see me. If you don't, you won't. But I hope you all have a good night's sleep. If you go to bed soon, like I will be. If you're on a different time zone and you're not going to bed soon, I hope you have a good rest of your day, whatever you get up to. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everyone. Bye.